What is up, guys? xJMx Astro here, bringing you guys a new commentary for today. So today I'm going to be telling you guys a story on how I got kidnapped. So yeah, I kind of literally mean it when I say I got kidnapped. It's not like full out like I got lured into a van and got just straight up kidnapped. But what happened was, when I was younger, my parents, they didn't get along too well. My dad was never really around, so eventually it led to a split up. But, me being a little kid, I, of course, wanted to see my dad. So whenever I got the chance, which was hardly ever, I tried to take advantage of seeing my dad. So one summer, my mom was talking to him, and she decided to work out this deal where me and my sister got to stay with him over the summer and see if we liked it, and if we did, just continue doing it for every summer after that. So obviously it didn't work out as planned. So what happened was, me and my sister go live with my dad. My dad lives in North Carolina. That's where we all live right now, and he lives about 2 hours away from us. So we go up there. He picks us up, and we stay up there. Everything was fine at first, but then he told us that we were about to go visit our grandma. Well, my grandma, on his side of the family, his side of the family is Puerto Rican, and most of them either live in Puerto Rico or Pennsylvania. And I never really met her before, so he was going to take us to her house, and she lived in Pennsylvania, so that was pretty far away, but he didn't tell my mom about it, and that's kind of where the story takes off. So he takes us up there after staying at his house for 2 or 3 days, and we go up there, and when I got up there, I noticed that she had already made me and my sister rooms, and I thought it was a little weird, but I'm 5. I walk into a room, I see a bunch of toys, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. So I go in there, and she has a bed set up. She has a bunch of toys, brand new toys she bought for us. I was pretty excited. I mean, what 5-year-old would not be excited to come into a room full of toys just for you? So everything was cool for a few days, and then after a while, I realized we've been staying there for a long time. It's been about a month, and we're still over at our grandma's house. And my dad left again, and we were still just chilling at the house. And I'm just kind of wondering, what's going on? When am I going to see my mom again? I'm just so confused to what's going on. And every time I ask my grandma about it, she would just kind of tell us, oh, she doesn't want to see you right now. We're just going to stay here for a few more days and so on. Well, it got to a point to where I was like, all right, I really want to see my mom. And that's where she pulled out the card saying, oh, we're going to Disneyland. Now, she said Disneyland. I knew I was in. I was so excited. I was like, all right, yeah, we get to go to Disneyland and everything. Well, she told us that we're going to get everything packed up and we're about to go to Disneyland and everything. I was like, all right, okay. So I started packing up my stuff, and she started buying us new clothes and was trying to get us enrolled into a new school and started teaching us Spanish. I thought, this was really weird. Why would we need to learn Spanish if we're going to Disneyland? Pretty sure that, you don't go to Disneyland and speak a bunch of Spanish. So I thought something was a little up for a second. But it didn't faze me. She started packing up our stuff, and after a few weeks, we noticed she got an 18-wheeler, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? We're moving all of our stuff there. We're about to live in Disneyland. This is cool, but come on, I want to see my mom again. I mean, I thought the idea was really cool and everything, but I was still getting really frustrated. I haven't seen my mom in 3 months, so I started, freaking out and everything. And she kept telling me over and over again, you will see your mom soon. She's going to meet us up at Disneyland and stuff like that, which I wasn't buying after a while. So it turns out, what I did not know is that my dad had told my mom that we were going out somewhere for vacation over the summer, but she never mentioned anything about us staying with my grandma. So my dad left us there all summer, and we were just living with my grandma, and what she was planning to do was taking us to Puerto Rico. Yes, she was taking us to Disneyland. She was taking us to Puerto Rico. So basically this whole time, my grandma's planning to kidnap me and my sister. And I had no idea what was going on, and I still to this day am so confused on why. But my mom found out, and she's been trying this whole summer to actually find out where me and my sister were at. My dad would not tell her, which got him in trouble, obviously. So she contacted the police, and they couldn't really do anything because it was out of state. And that's when she decided to take things into her own hands. So what happened was my mom and her mom, my grandma on her side, they both got into a minivan, and they drove from North Carolina to Pennsylvania, and they kind of hid out for a few days, kind of spy and see what was going on, and kind of waited for that perfect opportunity to snatch me and my sister back up. She was going to counter kidnap us. So one day I was sitting outside playing in the yard. We had a nice yard there, and I'm sitting there waiting for my sister because she's supposed to come outside. We're supposed to build a clubhouse or something. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago. So I'm sitting outside, and I notice my mom. She's comes out of nowhere. She's like, hey, psst, Michael. I look up and I see her. I'm all excited and everything. And she goes, go inside, grab your sister. I'm like, okay. She goes, don't tell her anything, alright? Just go in there and just tell her to come outside. I'm like, okay. So I go inside and I tell my sister to come outside. I'm like, hey, Tori, come outside and check this out. So we go outside and my mom straight up, she picked me up in one arm, picked my sister up in the other, ran across the yard and put us into a van. We got counter kidnapped. She threw us into the minivan and told my grandma to floor it. And they drove back from Pennsylvania all the way back to North Carolina. And ever since that day, I have not had contact, nor have I seen my grandma on my dad's side of the family, nor do I have any contact with any of the Puerto Rican side of my family. So for those of you who constantly ask, hey Astro, you're Puerto Rican, why can't you speak Spanish? It's because I have no contact with the Puerto Rican side of my family because of this incident. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you guys would like to hear more stories and funny moments that happen in my life, please leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think, or what else would you guys like to hear or see from me. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until then, I will see you guys later. Astro out.